Hello and welcome everyone for the discussion session of Breakthrough OPSC Open Mock Test 3. Before we start our discussion, I would like to tell you a bit about our new launched test series. The first test series is for the OPSC 2023 batch. जो पिलामने next year OPSC देवाको जाउचंती, that means जो माने 2024 रे OPSC Prelims attempt करिवे, ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ we have designed a good test series. The test series includes 40 tests and এই 40 टेस्ट भितर 25 सब्जेक्ट बेस्ड टेस्ट रहिबो जोठी हमें कम्प्रिहेंसिवली एंड एनालिटिकली वेरियस सब्जेक्ट को ऑलमोस्ट 8 सब्जेक्ट बेस्ड टेस्ट 8 सब्जेक्ट को हमें कैटर करवा 25 टेस्ट रे आउ 10टा फुल लेंथ टेस्ट रहिबो फुल लेंथ टेस्ट व्हिच आर वेरी मच नेसेसरी टू इवैल्यूएट योर परफॉर्मेंस टू इवैल्यूएट वेयर यू स्टैंड टू इवैल्यूएट योर एक्यूरेसी एई सब जिंस पय हमें 10टा फुल लेंथ टेस्ट करवा एवं 5 CSET test will be there for the 2023 batch students. So we have 40 tests and these 40 tests are provided for 5,000 rupees only. अब जो मैंने आमरो open mock रो student अछंती जो मैंने open mock रे participate करिसंती for them we will have special discounts offer. So to register for the test series please contact us over 943773 943. Another same test series for the 2022 best students that means जो माने upcoming September रे prelims देवा को जाउचंती सेमानंक पई we have designed a 20 test best test series जोठी 20 टेस्ट रहइबो 10टा सब्जेक्ट बेस्ड टेस्ट रहइबो 5टा फुल लेंथ टेस्ट रहइबो एवं 5टा CSET टेस्ट रहइबो. So this is very affordable. This is only for 2,500 rupees and there will be special discount for the open mock test students. So please go to our website, check our test series and the standard, the pattern of the test series will be as per the OPSC standards and we will design our test series as per the new pattern of the examination so that ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି ଆମର test series କରିକି ତମେ exam ଦେବାକୁ ଯାଉଛ you can expect some major questions in the prelims and you can expect solving those questions very easily in the prelims. So please go and check our test series. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ टेस्ट सीरीज अच्छी जोटा डेली मेन्स आंसर राइटिंग वी हैव स्टार्टेड ए न्यू इनिशिएटिव सो दैट you can get connected to answer writing while you are preparing. तो in this initiative आमे डेली 5टा क्वेश्चन रो इवैल्यूएशन करिवु से 5टा क्वेश्चन रो 3टा स्टैटिक बेस्ड क्वेश्चन रहइबो एवं 2टा करंट अफेयर रहइबो या भीतर आमे एसे एवं एथिक्स रो मध्य कम्प्रिहेंसिवली कवरेज करिवा. सो दिस टेस्ट सीरीज विल बी इवैल्यूएटेड विद इन 48 आवर्स. जिते भी आपनकर टेस्ट सीरीज रो आंसर रही यू कैन अपलोड इट इन आवर वेबसाइट इन आवर एग्जाम पोर्टल एंड विद इन 48 आवर्स यू विल गेट योर updated result, you will get your evaluated result and this test series will continue for 5 days a week. गोटे वीक रे 5 days आमे कंटिन्यूअसली डेली 5-5टा क्वेश्चन लेखिबा क्वेश्चन रो आंसर लेख इन दिस वे आमे जदी डेली 5टा क्वेश्चन रो आंसर लेखुचे we can have at least 300 questions prepared before we go and attempt our mains. So in this way आपनकर 300 various different topics भी कवर हो जिवो एवं से 300 different topic को कवर कला बेले आपनकर आंसर राइटिंग प्रोफिशिएंसी मध्ये बूस्ट हे परिबो. We will definitely cover ethics and essay in the test series and this test series is only for 1,500 rupees. So you can contact us over 9437733943 to get more updates about our test series. Similarly, you can join our Telegram channel for more updates on our test series.
Hello everyone. Am I audible? Please reply yes if I am audible.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. So today we will do our discussion session for part 1. 50 question हम discussion करिवा due to health issues. I cannot talk properly today, so we'll limit our discussion to 50 questions, and the next 50 questions of discussion we'll take it to tomorrow. एथर जहाँ भी क्वेश्चन थिला क्वेश्चंस वर फ्रॉम प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स यूपीएससी यूपीपीसीएस ओपीएससी बिहार पीसीएस बिहार पब्लिक सर्विस कमिशन एमती जति प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन जते थिला ताकू नै कि गोटे कंसोलिडेटेड क्वेश्चन प्रिपेयर करा जायतिला टेस्ट पई. तो बिफोर वी स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग आवर क्वेश्चंस, बिफोर वी स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग आवर टेस्ट, I will show you something कि आमे गोटे टेस्ट जेमती अछि ताकू सॉल्व केमती करिवा. फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत पिलांकर आमे देखिलु बहुत पिलांकर रेस्पॉन्स टाइम आर लेस देन 45 मिनिट्स. तो लेस देन 45 मिनिट्स रे प्लीज डू नॉट सॉल्व टेस्ट्स इन लेस देन 45 मिनिट्स. टेक at least 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minute. Take more than 1.5 hours to brainstorm your test. जहाँ भी क्वेश्चन अछि ताको प्रॉपर्ली रीड करो, ताको प्रॉपर्ली पढ़ो, देन ओनली यू कैन प्रॉपर्ली स्कोर बेटर इन द टेस्ट. तो जते बेले भी हमें टेस्ट सॉल्व करूछु, आई वुड सजेस्ट यू शुड डू 3 आइटरेशंस. ए आइटरेशन कोन आउ याकू हमें केमती डेवलप करिवा, वी विल सी दैट नाउ. टू डेवलप nowadays आज जेमती यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स रिजल्ट भी आसी जाइछि एवं हमें देखिबा कि कट ऑफ विल remain somewhere 83 to 85 or more or less 82 to 85. ताटू बेसी डिफरेंशिएट हबनी कट ऑफ. And this exam is not about only solving learning and solving paper. Rather this exam is more about skills. It is more about paper solving skills. तमे पेपर सॉल्विंग स्किल्स को केमिति डेवलप करि परिबा. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर ऑफरिंग यू फ्री ओपन मॉक टेस्ट टू ओनली डेवलप दिस पेपर सॉल्विंग स्किल्स. तो तार गोटे एग्जांपल म देबे कि यू गो विथ 3 आइटरेशंस. आउ ता पई यू हैव टू डेवलप योर एक्यूरेसी. The more you solve test, the more you attempt mock test, you will know about your accuracy. And जते भी mock test attempt करूछ, please note down करिकि रखो कि केतेटा मोर करेक्ट होउची एवं केतेटा इनकरेक्ट होउची. For that matter, if you are attempting 100 question जदि अटेम्प्ट करिकि आसुछ, तमरा जदि 50 question ठीक अछि, then your accuracy level is 50%. And जो भी हमें टेस्ट दउछु, हम गोटे सक्सेसफुली एग्जाम क्लियर करिया पई यू हैव टू मेक दिस इंक्रीज दिस एक्यूरेसी लेवल अप टू 70 to 75%. तो जेकोनोसी भी क्वेश्चन दउछु एक्यूरेसी लेवल बाहर केमती करबो, करेक्ट आंसर केते अछि डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल केतेटा अटेम्प्ट करिछो, टोटल अटेम्प्टेड into 100. तो दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट योर एक्यूरेसी लेवल. और जति के भी एक्यूरेसी लेवल आपनकर आसुची, प्लीज नोट डाउन सबु टेस्ट रो एक्यूरेसी लेवल को नोट डाउन करिकि रखंतु. जदि नोट डाउन करिकि रखले तापरे हमें 3 आइटरेशन टेक्निक को यूज करि परिबा हमर पेपर सॉल्विंग पेपर स्कोर को बूस्ट करिया पई. जेमति हमें देखिले कि 2 आवर एग्जाम रे फर्स्ट 30 मिनिट रो फर्स्ट 40 मिनिट्स we should do our first iteration. तो फर्स्ट आइटरेशन रे हमें कोन करबा, हमें जति के भी क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करछु, जति के भी क्वेश्चंस हमें जानिछु, वी आर श्योर अबाउट क्वेश्चंस. जो क्वेश्चन विषय हमें रेदर बहुत ही श्योर अछु, वी हैव टू अटेम्प्ट दोस क्वेश्चंस. लेट अस से फॉर एग्जांपल हमें 50 क्वेश्चंस जदि अटेम्प्ट करबा, तो 50 क्वेश्चंस रो मोर जदि एक्यूरेसी लेवल 75% अछि, फॉर दैट मैटर जदि 70% मोर एक्यूरेसी लेवल अछि, तो मु सेटु जानि परिबि कि मोर 35 टा क्वेश्चन एटू करेक्ट मते मिलुची. देन सेकंड आइटरेशन रे पुनी थरे रीड करंतु, पुनी थरे क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करंतु, से परे तीनटा स्टेप नै कि तीन थरो नै कि क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करंतु. तो एठी जदि 50 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट कलो, सेकंड आइटरेशन लेट अस से मोर यू आर अटेंडिंग मोर 25 क्वेश्चंस. तो 25 टू समवेयर बिटवीन 18 क्वेश्चन तमरो करेक्ट हबो जदि तमे 75% एक्यूरेसी नहीं की चले. तो फॉर दैट मैटर यू प्रैक्टिस मोर, सॉल्व मोर टेस्ट सीरीज सॉल्व करो, आउ ताकू नहीं की केमती वी कैन इंप्रूव आवरसेल्व्स सेटा हमें देखिबा. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू आवर टेस्ट सेक्शन. Let's see test केमती थिला और केमती हेची. Let's do that. So this is our first question. Which of the following statements are correct? This is from polity. Question number 1 to question number 15 is from polity, 15 questions. The first question is, which of the following statements is or are correct? ଆମ ପାଖରେ statement ଅଛି, a bill pending in Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation. Second statement ଅଛି, a bill pending in Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha shall not lapse on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. तो यही क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करिया पूर्वरु we have to know what is prorogation. prorogation कोन एवं टर्मिनेशन ऑफ ए सेशन जोटा कि हमें डिसोल्यूशन कहिताउ. डिसोल्यूशन कोन एही दुईटा जिंस जदि हमें क्लियर अच्छे we can easily attempt this question, we can easily appear this question. The first statement is a bill pending in Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation. Prorogation is हमें जदि constitutionally देखिबा parliament can have at least 3 sessions in a year. गोटे year रे at least 3टा session ही पारे parliament रे, but constitution has not provided the time limit for the sessions, the maximum or minimum time limit. The maximum time limit can be 6 months. 6 months is provided. The 6 months maximum time limit we can have 3 sessions in a year. Out when the session is ending, जमते कि let us say budget session अछि, or for that matter winter session अछि, winter session of parliament जोटा कि shortest session of parliament. You have to remember that कि winter session is the shortest session of parliament. तो ये सब session रो जते बेले terminate हुए, first session terminate हला, second session start हला, that termination is called as prorogation. सेही termination को हमें prorogation कहिताउ. किंतु जते बेले there is a dissolution, dissolution माने गवर्नमेंट भांगिबा. इजीली बुझिया पई dissolution माने जते बेले पार्लियामेंट रो dissolution होची, we will go for new elections. हमें new election पई जिबा, तो in that case we call it dissolution. The first option is a bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation, and this statement is absolutely incorrect. काहे कि incorrect? जदि कोनोसी लोकसभा सेशन प्रोरोग होची, लोकसभा सेशन प्रोरोग हेले it only terminates the session. केवल सेशन ही टर्मिनेट हबो, it only terminates the session. And prorogation कहा द्वारा करा जायते? प्रोरोग the लोकसभा सेशन is prorogued by president of India. Now it has no effect. Please remember this, prorogation have no effect on pending bills. prorogation रो कोनोसी effect नाही pending bills उपरे. However, जदि prorogation होची, there is one effect on notices. जति कि भी notice थिबो parliament that will lapse. तो जदि एठी तमु दिया जायतांदे कि pending notices lapses on its prorogation, then it would be a correct statement. आ जेहेतु एठी दिया जायछि कि pending bill, a bill pending in Lok Sabha lapses, bill pending in Lok Sabha, that is not a correct statement. हम जदि option 1 को eliminate करिवा, we will have 2 only, neither nor. Statement 2 is absolutely correct. A bill pending in Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha, जो bill Rajya Sabha pending अछि, and till the time prorogue हेबारो किंबा dissolution हेबारो, एटी dissolution दिया जायछि, not prorogue. तो till the time dissolution जदि था लोक सभा द्वारा पास हेनी, that bill will lapse. that bill shall not lapse, कारण एटा लोक सभा रे पास हेई नाही, unless and until that bill is passed by Lok Sabha. एटी हमरो 4-5टा केसेस अछि कि लोक सभा रो बिल ओरिजिनेट हेतिबो, राज्य सभा जाइतिबो, that will lapse. राज्य सभा रो बिल ओरिजिनेट हेकि लोक सभा रे थिबो, आउ सेटा पास हेई नथिबो, किंतु एटी राज्य सभा रे बिल ओरिजिनेट होची which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha. That means लोक सभा रे एजाय पास हेई नाही. In that case it will not lapse. आउ को केस रे बिल lapse करिवो नाही जते बेले प्रेसिडेंट रो एक्सेंट पई बिल थिबो, जते बेले गोटे बिल पई जॉइंट सिटिंग ऑलरेडी कॉल कर दिया जाइथिबो. तो ई सब केतडा केस अछि जोटी बिल lapse करिवो नाही. You have to be very careful about that. It is clearly mentioned in Lakshmikant. So answer will be B, 2 only, absolutely correct answer. Let's move to our next statement. With reference to Gram Nyayalayas Act, which of the following is are correct? Gram Nyayalaya Act होची Gram Nyayalaya Act of 2008 रे हमर ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट आसीथिला। यार बेसिक मोटो थिला टू फैसिलिटेट वर्किंग ऑफ आर्टिकल 39A। 39A जोटा हमर डीपीएसपी अछि ताको फैसिलिटेट करिया पई ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट को 2008 रे अणा जायतिला। एवं द ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट रो मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला जस्टिस एट डोर स्टेप। डोर स्टेप रे जस्टिस प्रोवाइड करिवा ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट रो सबुठु मेजर फीचर। तो या अंडर रे एज पर ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट, ग्राम न्यायालय कैन हियर ओनली सिविल केसेस एंड नॉट क्रिमिनल केसेस। दिस स्टेटमेंट इज एब्सोल्युटली इनकरेक्ट। ग्राम न्यायालय कैन हियर both civil as well as criminal cases. We very sure about that. Gram Nyaya both civil और criminal cases को here करी परिबो। The act allows local social activists as mediators and conciliators. Yes, it can have mediators and conciliators जोटा कि हमारा ADR mechanism under रे आसे। Remember about that? It is ADR mechanism. ADR is alternative dispute redressal. Alternative dispute redressal mechanism रे आसे। Under ADR mechanism we have arbitration, conciliation, mediation एमती बहुत किछि features अछि। So this act allows the local activities as mediators and conciliators. Yes, this is correct. B2 only will be our absolutely correct answer. Let's move to the next statement. With reference to Financial Stability and Development Council, which is normally known as FSDC, consider the following statements. It is an organ of Niti Aayog. No, FSDC is an independent organ. It is not an organ of Niti Aayog. It was confused करिया पई दिया है। So if we eliminate 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, जोटी 1 अच्छे हमें eliminate कर देवा, we have two options left. One is B3 only, C2 and 3 only. It is headed by Union Finance Minister. Yes, FSDC is headed by Union Finance Minister. It monitors macroprudential supervision of the economy. Macroeconomic indicator को monitor करे FSDC Council. Yes, this is correct. So our correct answer will be C, 2 and 3 only. या ऊपर बेसिक किछि बुझिया पई concept नहीं. It is a factual thing. FSDC is a council, so you have to read it from FSDC itself. FSDC search करके please read about those things, related topics of FSDC. Let's move to the next question. Disqualification on grounds of defection. जतबेले हमें देखुचे disqualification on grounds of defection, first thing first हम मुंडा हिट करवा दरकार 10th schedule. The under 10th schedule there are such provisions which enables the disqualification on grounds of defection. तो एटी क्वेश्चन पचारि कि disqualification on grounds of defection for a member of parliament will not apply. को केस रे disqualification apply hobo nahi. Let us see the statements. First statement is in case of a split in the original political party to which he is elected. Yes, this was in the provision 10th schedule under disqualification, split or merger. दीटा जाको प्रोविजन थिला, दीटा जाको एक्सेप्शन थिला. Exception to disqualification. These both two were exception to disqualification. But under certain constitutional amendments, जोटा merger थिला ताकू as a exception remove कर दिया गला. एवं केवल गोटिए ही exception एबे अछि, that is split. So in case of a split in the original political party to which he is elected, in case of a split, there should not be defection. So anti-defection law एही केस रे काम करिवो नाही. There was an exception, merger और split दीटा जाको थिले, दीटा जाको रे anti-defection काम कर नथिला, but after 92nd constitutional amendment, merger was removed from the exceptions. That means merger case re ebe anti-defection will apply and split case re anti-defection will not apply. It is voluntary given of the, if one member voluntarily gives up his membership of a political party, yes, it is absolutely under defection. If he abstains from voting in the house contrary to the direction of the political party, please remember that direction of the political party is given by whip. We know about whip. Now there are three types of whip. Gotala one-liner whip, Gotala two-liner whip, Gotala three-liner whip. So जो case रे there is three-liner whip. Let us say three-line whip is the most powerful whip. तो ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ 3 ଲାଇନ ର whip issue କରାଯାଇଛି ଗୋଟେ member of parliament କୁ କି you cannot vote in this particular subject or you have to vote in this particular subject, ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ member of parliament ସେଇ whip କୁ violate करे and he has no certain explanation for such violation, in that case anti defection law applies. If a nominated member of a house joins a political party after 6 months, yes, nominated member को 6 months रा time limit दिया जाता है political party को join करने ପାଇଁ. If nominated member 6 months पर political party join करूची, in that case anti defection law will apply. तो हमारा answer है जिबो A, which is the absolutely correct answer. Let's move to our next question. Which one of the following shall not be considered an adequate ground for the issue of proclamation of national emergency? We have seen that proclamation of national emergency agaru am pakhare war, external aggression or internal disturbance thila under article 352. You should know this. Article 352 under war, external aggression or internal disturbances cases re national emergency issue hei paruthila. But under 44th Constitutional Amendment Act, 44th Constitutional Amendment Act अनुଯାयी internal disturbances जोटा थिला ताकू हमें armed rebellion रे substitute करिथिलु. So now at the moment war, external aggression और armed rebellion case रे now at the moment war, external aggression or armed rebellion case re anti defection national emergency can be there, but in case of internal disturbances case re we cannot issue anti defection we cannot have national emergency under effect. So D, internal disturbances will be the correct answer. The concept of separation of power. Yes, of course, it is chief whip. Chief whip is someone. Whip is someone who is been appointed by a political party. But a political party जो थांती, they appoint a chief whip, and those chief whip जे थाए, से issue करे whip. There are 3 types of whip: single line whip, 2 line whip, और 3 line whip issue करे. तो 3 line whip जो थाए, 3 line you have to follow the 3 line whip. जदि आपण 3 line whip को follow करू नांती, then you have to put your explanation कि आपण काहे की whip को violate कले. And जदि whip को violate करूचंते, in that case जदि proper explanation नहीं, explanation थाउ किंबा न थाउ, that's the discretion of the political party and that's the discretion of the whip कि he can start a procedure for anti defection for such member. So yes, this is chief whip, and please remember there are 3 types of whip. That's all you have to understand from this topic. So let's move to the next question. The concept of separation of power is given by Montesquieu. This is factual question, and you should be very careful about that. Concept of separation of power, जोटा कि exactly Montesquieu को द्वारा दिया जायतिला, that is called trias politica. Is whip mentioned in Constitution? No, whip is not mentioned in Constitution. Neither whip is mentioned in any general rules of parliament. Whip is a conventional device. It is not mentioned in Constitution. So Montesquieu का जोड़ा थिला trias politica is originally referred to as separation of power. So you have to remember this. जो माने भी POVED students अचंती कि जो माने भी sociology student अचंती, they must have heard about trias politica. तो जोड़ा trias politica थिला, that's only सेटा ही separation of power. And separation of power जोटा कि strong separation of power India case रे नहीं, it is not valid for India case रे executive is answerable to, accountable to legislative, and that is a weak separation of power. So जेतेबेले हमें India रो case देखुछु, we have a weak separation of power rather than a strong separation of power. But when we were looking at USA, ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ USA ର ଦେଖୁଛୁ, USA have a strong separation of power where both all the three organs, जोटा कि executive, legislative और judiciary, they are all separated from each other. Let's move to the next question. With reference to Attorney General of India, which of the following statements are correct? A person is appointed as Attorney General who is qualified to be appointed as a Supreme Court judge. Yes, this is absolutely correct. A person who is qualified to be appointed as a Supreme Court judge is appointed as an Attorney General. This statement is absolutely correct. Let's see the next statement. The Attorney General can be removed through the same process as the judges of Supreme Court. No, this statement is not correct. Judges of Supreme Court are removed through a process of impeachment. Impeachment of judges of Supreme Court. And you have to remember that ki impeachment of judges of Supreme Court is also not mentioned in Constitution. बहुत पिला इस जगह भूल करंती. So that's why I'm clarifying you कि impeachment process of judges of Supreme Court is not mentioned in Constitution. Rather, it is mentioned in कोठी mention अछि Judges Inquiry Act. So you have to remember this. Impeachment of judges of Supreme Court is mentioned in Judges Inquiry Act and not in Constitution. And there is no process of impeachment. There is no process of impeachment for Attorney General. Attorney General holds office under pleasure of President, and there is no process of impeachment for the Attorney General. So our correct answer will be both is not correct, neither is not correct, only two is not correct. A, that is one only. This is our correct answer. Let's move to our next question. With reference to composition of Legislative Council in a state of India, which of the following statements are correct? Composition जोटा कि हम ओडिया रे कहथौ विधान परिषद केस रे कोटा करेक्ट. In the Legislative Council, there may not be more than 1/3 members of the total membership of the Legislative Assembly of the state. No, impeachment of Chief Election Commission is not mentioned in the Constitution. Saswat. So let's see. In the Legislative Council, there may not be more than 1/3 members of the total membership of the Legislative Assembly of the state. Yes, this is correct. As per the Constitution, एठी पे हमें देखिबा Constitution रे कौन मेंशन अछि कोन नाही. As per Constitution, the minimum number of a Legislative Council can be 1/3. Sorry, the minimum number of a Legislative Council can be 40 and the maximum number of a Legislative Council can be 1/3. So in this case, both the statements are correct. The Legislative Council of a state must have, but this is debatable. In the case where population is less, we can have even lesser minimum members, at least 40 members in it. Prima facie, we will say this is correct. So answer is both 1 and 2. This is the correct answer. Dita jako hi correct achi. But the actual strength, jota ki actual strength thae, actual strength of the Legislative Council, this is not mentioned in the Constitution. You have to remember that. Jota hama Constitution mein mentioned achi, that is only minimum and maximum limit. Constitution only provides for a minimum and maximum limit, but the actual strength, may it be 80, may it be 120, may it be 170, that actual strength is not mentioned in the Constitution. So please very careful about that ki kodi jodi question asuchi ki the actual strength of Legislative Assembly or the actual strength of Legislative Council is mentioned in the Constitution. Emti jodi question asuchi, that will be a wrong statement. Let's move to our next question. With reference to the election of Vice President of India, which is declared void by the Supreme Court of India, which of the following statements are correct? एठू हमें केतटा concept जानी परिबा. Election of Vice President. Election of Vice President केमिति हेता है, तीनटा keyword अछि. You have to remember that. गोटे हला proportional representation by use of single transferable vote. and by use of secret ballot. तो एतिकी हमको मन रखिबार अछि जतेबेले भी इलेक्शन ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट की इलेक्शन वाइस प्रेसिडेंट आसुची we have the process of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote under a secret ballot. तो एतिकी जिंस हमको मन रखिबार पड़िबो under a secret ballot. तो एतिकी जिंस हमको मन रखिबार पड़िबो and apart from that जदि कोनोसी क्वेश्चन रे देइची कोनोसी स्टेटमेंट रे देइची the election of president or the election of vice president is according to the list system. No, this is not correct. List system is not followed in India. Please remember that कि कोनोसी क्वेश्चन यदि कंफ्यूज करबा पई it is given list system, that will not be a correct answer. अब जोडी भी देखिबो proportional representation by means of single transferable vote, a correct answer. आउ हम देखिबा कि who is the original and exclusive, who is the original and exclusive authority जतेबेले प्रेसिडेंट की वाइस प्रेसिडेंट रो इलेक्शन हुए the election dispute को resolve करिवा पई supreme court is the original and exclusive authority. So in this case only supreme court can have and final authority. Final means the judgment of supreme court is final and it cannot be challenged, it cannot be appealed in any court of law. So that's it. Let's read the statements. The act done by him as vice president before such declaration is considered valid. This statement is absolutely correct. Yes, the acts done by him as vice president before such declaration, vice president as a vice president हिसाब रे जदि impeachment जदि removal of vice president as per the supreme court ता अगरु जहां भी act हेतिबो those are considered valid and constitutional. For that matter exactly constitution को है कि on or before the day, you have to remember this, on or before the day. On means जो दिन judgment आसिला as well as ता पूर्वरु जतिकी दिन अछि. The next statement को कहूची the acts done by him as a vice president on the day of such declaration are not considered valid. Please read this carefully. मु जमती कहली कि constitution रे exactly कोन मेंशन अछि. Constitution रे exactly mention अछि कि act done by him as a vice president on or before the day of such declaration are considered valid. That's why the second statement is not correct. Karan on the day of such declaration is also valid, but after the day of such declaration is not valid. So that's why our answer will be one only will be our correct answer. Let's move to our next question. Consider the following statements. In the 73rd Amendment Act, what is 73rd Amendment Act? It is about Panchayati Raj. We all know what is Panchayati Raj, and 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act talks about decentralization and devolution of power. ଆଉ ଏଇ devolution of power रे कोन आसीबो? Devolution of power under रे executive power, legislative power will be decentralized to the local authorities, that is panchayats, gram panchayats, panchayat samiti and the Jilla Parishads. So we have three levels of Panchayati Raj, that is one is Gram Panchayats, second is Panchayat Samiti and the third is Jilla Parishad. ZP, Panchayats and Panchayat Samiti. ओडिसा रे मध्य एही तीनटा ही अछि, पंचायत समिति और जिला परिषद. तो एही केस रे देयर इज नो डिवोल्यूशन ऑफ जुडिशियल पावर रो किछि डिवोल्यूशन नाही. ओनली वी हैव devolution of executive power, legislative power and administrative powers and not of judicial powers. तो हमें जदि ऑप्शन नंबर 3 को एलिमिनेट करिबा, we can eliminate this statement, we can eliminate C, we can eliminate D. So that's it. Yes, obviously Balbhadra Mehta committee, that is the exact to the point committee mentioned. You should also read about other committees as well. There are 5-6 committee, you have to read about that, and in that case our answer will be B, Balwant Rai Mehta committee. Ashok Mehta committee, Thangton committee, etc. LM Singhvi committee, yes, LM Singhvi committee. We can expect a question in the upcoming prelims from 73rd Amendment Act, or for that matter, 74th Amendment Act also. So be very careful about these types of questions. It will repeat, it keeps repeating, and ସବୁବେଳେ ରହିବ ହିଁ ରହିବ, repeat ହବ ହିଁ ହବ. So be very clear about these questions. Be very clear about this concepts. Let's move to our next question. Yes, Jivika Rao also. The representation in Rajya Sabha includes representation. Rajya Sabha re representation कौन रही है? Members directly elected by citizens, no. Rajya Sabha re जते के भी election हुए, it is in the indirect mode. So members directly elected by citizens. This is not a correct answer. A is eliminated. Members indirectly elected by citizens through their representatives. Yes. Members nominated by President of India. Yes, there are 4 types of nomination. Can anyone say what are the 4 types of nomination to Rajya Sabha? Yes, art, social service, science, and literature. So these are the, no, sports is not there. Art, social service, science, and literature. Let me write here: art, social service, science, and literature. These are the 4 areas from where there is nomination. The B ठीक अछि, C ठीक अछि. Our answer will be more than one of the above. D will be our correct answer. So yes, D, that is more than one of the above, is the correct answer. Let's move to our next question. The Parliament of India acquires the power to legislate on any item in the state list in the national interest if a resolution to that effect is passed by the. This is a very interesting topic, and this statement, the power of the Parliament to legislate on the state list, comes directly from the Article 252 of Indian Constitution. Article 252 of Indian Constitution says that when 2 or more state, ditaru adhika state, ଯେତେବେଳେ request the Parliament to legislate on the state subject, then Parliament legislate on the state subject. कौन करेगा? राज्य सभा special majority रे 2/3 of its members present and voting, they will pass a resolution. Lok Sabha will agree to that resolution with a simple majority, and that's how the Parliament can make laws for the state subject. And ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି Parliament state subject रे law formation କରୁଛି, in that case the laws made by state द्वारा जहाँ भी law made ହେଇଥିବ, that will not exist, and parliamentary law will override the laws of state legislature for that specific subject matter. So yes, for that matter, Rajya Sabha by special majority of not less than 2/3 of his members present and voting will be our correct answer. But before we move to our next question, ଏଇଟା ସବୁବେଳେ ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ, this is a very important thing to remember ki state list. Yeah, sorry, I'm let me correct myself. It is not 245, 252. It is Article 249. You pointed very carefully. Yes, correct. It is Article 249. Let me clarify. I'm sorry about that. तो ଯେତେବେଳେ राज्य सभा law make କରୁଛି, state legislature law in that case will be overridden by the laws of parliament, and state legislature cannot amend such parliamentary laws. Only the parliament can amend such parliamentary laws. Yes, there are 5 provisions joti parliament law make kari paribo. Article 249 is one of them. Article 312, that is all India service, that is one of them. Other conditions being national emergency. National emergency parliament can make laws on state subject. Another condition being constitutional emergency, for that matter president's rule. In case of president's rule also, parliament can make laws for the state legislature. And the last thing is to give effect to any international treaty. कौनसी international treaty को effect करिया पाए कि कौनसी international collaboration को effect करिया पाए, राज्य सभा can make laws on the state subject. So please remember that. Yes, it's about parliament can make laws, those five subjects. From that, Rajya Sabha can make laws in case of Article 249 or in case of Article 312. These are the only two cases. These are the only two cases where Rajya Sabha can make law on state legislature. Yes, any resolution regarding all India services only originates from Rajya Sabha. Absolutely correct. This is vice president's removal is from Rajya Sabha, but this not come. This doesn't come under those two specific things under Article 249 and under Article 312 for that matter. Vice president's removal Rajya Sabha to start with. Lok Sabha will agree to that. This is different process. ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି special law making power of Rajya Sabha ଆସୁଛି, yes, that is effective majority. ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି special law making power of Rajya Sabha ଆସୁଛି, in that case we will consider these two articles, which is Article 249 and Article 312. Let's move to our next question. Consider the following statements. The minimum age gap prescribed for any person to be member of Panchayat. This is under 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. Under 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, there has not been given a minimum year. 25 year minimum is not there. There is given 21 years. So anyone who is more than 21 year of age can participate in the election to the Panchayati Raj. Can you say what are the age criteria for Lok Sabha and what are the age criteria for Rajya Sabha? In case of Lok Sabha, the age criteria is 25 years. So it is 25 years DIG. That is not for Panchayat. For Panchayats, Panchayati Raj institutions, PRI, it is 21 years. For Lok Sabha, it is 25 years. And reply your answer. What is the age limit for Rajya Sabha? Minimum age kete heva dorkar Rajya Sabha re? Whether it is 30 or whether it is 35. Reply. Let us see. The minimum age prescribed for any person to be a member of Panchayat is 25 years. This statement is absolutely not correct. A Panchayat reconstituted after premature dissolution only continues for the remainder period. Yes, this is correct. Jadi Panchayati Raj ra total time limit 5 years achi. Let us say Panchayat A was formed by election and 4 year रे ही यार dissolution ହେଇଗଲା तो जो नुआ पंचायत आसीबो that will be in effect for that 1 year only, and after that 1 year there will be new election to the Panchayati Raj. Yes, this is not 35. The minimum age for being a member of Rajya Sabha is 30 years. Absolutely correct. So in that case, our answer is one is incorrect and two is correct. So our answer is B, two only. It's our correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Consider the following points. In India, there is no law restricting the candidates. For MLC is also 30. It is same. For the criteria of election of Lok Sabha is same for the legislative assemblies, and the criteria for election of Rajya Sabha is same for the, the age criteria is same for the legislative council. Let's move to the question. audible, everyone? Please reply yes if I am audible. There has been a connection issue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we were in question number 14. In India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting one Lok Sabha election from three constituencies. There are two scenarios, that is one from before 1996 and one scenario is after 1996. 1996 Purparu, there were no restrictions for candidates to get elected from any number of constituencies. But 1996 there was an amendment to Representation of People's Act 1951, and after 1996 it was fixed as two constituencies. So someone can get elected from only two constituencies. Give me a moment. Okay, so in the 1991 Lok Sabha election, Sri Debilal contested from three Lok Sabha constituencies. The statement is correct. One statement is incorrect. Jodi ame one remove kariba, we are left with B2 only and D2 and 3 only. That means 2 automatically gets correct. हमको 2 विषय पढ़िबारे नहीं, 2 automatically correct है वाला. Let's see the question number, statement number 3. As per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, जब कौन सी candidate बहुत सारा more than one constituency रू contest करे, his or party should bear the cost of by elections to the constituencies vacated by him or in the event of winning all the constituencies. No, this statement is not correct. Party election expense bear karibani by election ra. Rather, it is the Election Commission of India (ECI) who will bear the election expenses of that person who will contest as the by election. जदि से बहुत मोर देन वन कन्स्टिट्युएंसी रु इलेक्ट हेतिबो एंड ता से जदि ता पई बाय इलेक्शन करा गला, देन इन दैट केस इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया विल बियर. Okay, which one? I will repeat the statement question again. The first statement was, in India there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from three constituencies. Question कहूची कि इंडिया रे एमती किछि लॉ नाही जोटा गोटे कैंडिडेट को तीनटा कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी रु कंटेस्ट करिया पे रेस्ट्रिक्ट करे. But this is not correct. Before 1996 आम पाखरे किछि लॉ नथिला. Before 1996 people can contest, people could contest from any number of constituencies. केतेटा भी constituency रु ସେମାନେ contest करि पारुथिले before 1996. Then 1996 रे we had an amendment on Representation of People's Act 1951, which deals with all the matters of election, all the general, all the valuable matters of election are dealt by Representation of People Act 1951, and it was amended in 1996, after which it was limited to two constituencies. One candidate can get elected from only two constituencies. That's why statement number 1 is incorrect. We have a law. We have a law, and what is that law? What is the law? It is the Law of Representation of People Act 1951. What is the second statement? Second statement, जति हमें first statement को eliminate करिबा, we are left with 2 out 2 and 3. So definitely हमें जानिले कि answer number statement number 2 automatically correct. Then हमें जतबेले third statement देखिबा, third statement रे कहले कि जति कोनोसी as per the existing rules, या existing rules अछि, जति कोनोसी candidate गोटे लोकसभा सीट रु माने गोटे लोकसभा इलेक्शन को डिफरेंट कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी रु इलेक्ट करूची, देन ता पई जो बाय इलेक्शन फॉर्म हो, जदी लेट अस से जदी कोनोसी कैंडिडेट तीनटा कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी रु लोकसभा इलेक्शन जाउची, लेट अस से कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 1, कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 2, कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 3. सो जतबेले से तीनटा कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी रु इलेक्टेड होउची, जदी से तापरे कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 1 को प्रिफर करूची, देन कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 2 और कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी 3 विल रिमेन वैकेंट. इट इज वैकेंसी रही, इट विल रिमेन वैकेंट. किंतु से तीनटा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी रु जीति सारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी तीनटा रु जीति से कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी 1 जदी ताको प्रेफर कला 2 and 3 विल रिमेन वैकेंट तो सही केस रे सेठी कोन हो सही केस रे सही कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी रे बाय इलेक्शन हो एंड एटी क्वेश्चन देला कि ए जो बाय इलेक्शन हो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी विल बियर द कॉस्ट ऑफ बाय इलेक्शन बट दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट it is not the political party it is the election commission of India who will bear the cost of by election as per the existing laws RR Nayak as per the existing laws one candidate can contest from two constituencies simultaneously गोटे कैंडिडेट दीटा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी रु साइमल्टेनियसली कंटेस्ट करि परिबो एंड इट इज नॉट थ्री कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज तो ठीक है कि इन इंडिया देयर इज नो लॉ जदि एटा 1996 पूर्व क्वेश्चन पचर थांदा देन इट विल बी करेक्ट बट आफ्टर 1996 वी हैव ए लॉ आ पाखरे गोटे लॉ अछि जोटा कि दीटा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी रे लिमिट कर दोछि कैंडिडेट को कंटेस्ट करबा पई yes indirectly it may be the party it may be the political leader we don't have to go indirect things in while solving the answers I mean law and order will go accordingly and directly the election commission of India will bear the cost let's move to the next question with reference to India consider the following statements when a prisoner makes out a sufficient case parole cannot be denied such prisoners because it's become a matter of his right state governments have their own prisoners release parole rules let's see what is parole ame jete bele reading about inmates or when we were reading about jail regulations jail rules dita major jinso ame janiba darkar one is parole and another is furlough so what is parole and what is furlough is a release of prisoner let me write it down for you you can note it down it is very important topic release of a prisoner with suspension of statement mark the word here suspension of sentence and what is furlough furlough is the remission of sentence we all know about remission I will explain further remission of sentence तो आमे जते बेले parole देखुछु parole is the release of prisoner with suspension of statement एठी statement sentence रो suspension होची ना कि remit होची what is suspension माने तमरो जदी 10 दिन रो जेल टर्म अछि तमे सेटु 2 दिन तुमको parole दियाला that means तुमको parole रो आसी कि आउ 2 दिन एक्स्ट्रा तुमको जेल टर्म काटिबा को पड़िबो so including the parole your jail term will be 12 days तो जिते दिन parole रे रहइबो सेते दिन extra jail term you have to do that is suspension of statement but what is remission of statement remission of sentence sorry तो जते बेले furlough रो केस आसुची furlough is about remission of sentence तो जदी 10 दिन रो जेल टर्म अछि आ सेठी तुमको 2 दिन furlough दियाला तो that 2 days will be eliminated from your sentence will be eliminated from your tenure of sentence तो इट remission of sentence हिजबो अब parole is not a right it is not a right of the prisoner you have to remember that parole is not a right जेमती स्पेसिफिक रीजन था फॉर एग्जांपल फैमिली मेंबर करो कि ब्लड रिलेटिव करो डेथ हे गला से केस वी कैन गिव parole and this is the discretion of the authority and it is not a right so parole can be denied parole ame मना करि परिबा on the grounds let us say it poses risk to the society जदि कोनोसी एमती criminal थिबो जार parole रे बाहरिबा that will be risk for the society in that case parole can be denied but when we come to furlough is a matter of right please remember that this is the difference between parole and furlough is a matter of right and you don't have to provide any reason there is no reason required to apply for furlough so let's read the statement when a prisoner makes out sufficient case parole cannot be denied to such prisoners because it becomes a matter of his right no this is not a matter of right the state governments have their own prisoner rules yes prison is a state subject our state government The governor of Reserve Bank of India is appointed by the central government. This statement is absolutely correct. Certain provisions of constitution, it is mark karo, certain provisions of constitution of India give the central government the right to issue this provisions, this right to issue direction to RBI is governed under RBI Act, and this is not governed under the constitution. तो आमे जदि option 2 को eliminate करिबा, we will get ଆସୁଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ pardoning power of president or pardoning power of president under article 72, in that case we can say ki there are suspension, there is remission, there is pardon which is complete remission, but ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ pardon of furlough which is a jail, which is related to jail related ଆମେ ଯଦି pardon of furlough ଦେଖୁଛୁ, pardon is not a right, pardon is a discretion, it is a discretion of the authority, and this is not a right. You should search and read about parole and furlough. Pardon is a different thing, parole is a different thing. The pardon ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସୁଛି under article 72, this is the power of the president or for that matter the power of the governor, ସେଇଟା ଅଲଗା ଜିନିଷ, parole ଆଉ furlough ଅଲଗା ଜିନିଷ. Who can be remission? Yes, remission ର ଯେତେବେଳେ question ଆସୁଛି, ଯଦି president କି governor remit କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଜଣଙ୍କର statement, that is dependent upon various factors. For example, the most common factor is well governed behavior or well governed attitude. There is a change in attitude, there is a change in behavior, there is a cumulative psychological and mental shift in the behavior of the inmate. In that case there can be a remission. Remission mane one gote time limit jo statement sentence ro thila, that time limit is reduced. Let us say for 10 days ro statement thila, that is remitted to 8 days, 2 days is reduced. That is who can be pardon after all judicial process over. Yes, pardon is after all the judicial ଯେତିକି ବି ତମ ପାଖରେ judicial options ଅଛି, ଯେତିକି ବି appealing power ଅଛି Supreme Court, then after that you can approach for pardon. And ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ pardon ବିଷୟରେ ବି ପଢୁଛେ, it is totally discretion of the president, and the president acts and behaves as per the direction of the council of minister. So as per the direction of council of minister, as per the direction of the cabinet, the president will act, and that pardon is not subjected to any judicial law or any judicial regulation. So Supreme Court cannot form any law, Supreme Court cannot form any regulation for the option of pardon. Remission can be done by pardoning power of president. It is under article 72. Both president and governor can remit a sentence. So let's move to our next question. Consider the following statements: foreign currency convertible bonds, which is called FIIs, with certain conditions. This is important. Global depository receipts, non-residential external deposits. NREs, non-residential external deposits. So which of the following can be included in foreign direct investment? ए भितरु कोउटा foreign direct investment रे जीवो, तो एटी मेजरली पिला कोन भूल करंती, पिला देखंती ऑप्शन 2 रे FII दिया जायछि, जोटा foreign institutional investment, for that matter we can say foreign portfolio investment, and it is given that जोटा 10 years ru अधिका foreign portfolio investment हबो, that will be considered as a FDI. तो पिला सब बेले भाबी दियंती कि जदि foreign institutional investment दिया जायछि, that is below 10 years, and that will be considered as FDI. That is 100% true, सेठी किछि डाउट नहीं. बट हमको स्टेटमेंट रे दिया जायछि foreign institutional investment with certain conditions. Yes, with certain regulatory conditions and with certain laws and rules, हमें FII को as a FDI consider kari pariba with certain conditions. So 2 will be a correct answer. Ei question re problem statement kebolo ei 2 thila, and those who can identify this problem statement, which is option number 2, they can attempt this very easily. तो 2 ଆମେ ଯଦି ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଏ କରିବା, ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଦିଟା ହିଁ ଅପସନ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଠି କି there is a statement 2. One is 1 2 3, one is 2 4. So let us see the fourth statement. Non-residential external deposits. Deposits are not counted as FDI. So what is FDI? We know it very well ki FDI is something foreign investment which is more than 10%, which includes the management ability of a company, which includes the operations ability of a company, and that's why the deposits which are mere deposits, non-resident external deposits, these are mere deposits. There are 3 types of accounts: NRE accounts, NREO accounts. So these are mere deposits and they do not count as FDI. तो आमे जदि 4 eliminate करिबा, आमे जदि 2 को आंसर रखिबा, we have only one sentence, only one answer, that is 1 2 and 3 only. This is the correct answer. ADR and GDR. ADR is American Depository Receipt. GDR is Global Depository Receipt. If someone invest, जदि कोनोसी इन्वेस्टर चाहूची कि offshore instrument रे invest करिया पाई, then these are the tools. These are the tools to invest in international market, in international let us say American Depository Receipts. सेमती आम पाखरे IDR भी अछि, Indian Depository Receipts. तो what is Indian Depository Receipts? एटा बुझिले तमे बुझिजिबो. ADR GDR कोन? GDR is global, A is American, I is India. The Indian Depository Receipt is, let us say I am an investor, I want to invest in some shares of American company, but let us say I am an investor, I have a company in India, more about India company अछि, and I want investment from the foreign, mate foreign investment darkar अछि. In that case I will issue IDR instruments, which are money instruments, which are valued in terms of money. I will issue IDRs. The foreign buyer will buy IDR and I will get the money as an investment. We'll have a discussion session of, about ADR, GDR and IDR. This is important from economic point of view. Which of the following institutions estimates the national income of India? The answer is Central Statistical Office, CSO. This is the correct answer. B, no, this is not NSSO, this is CSO. A is the correct answer. This is a factual one. Let's move to our next question. If in the option only FII is mentioned, then what will be the answer? Jodi generic sense re FII mention thibo, FII will be wrong. FII cannot be considered as a FDI. But it is to dechi ki FII with certain conditions. In that case, this is the correct answer. FII under certain regulations and certain rules are considered as FDI. They qualify to be considered as a FDI. Let's move to our next question. Which of the following organizations have developed the Universal Health Coverage Index? This is a current affair based single line answer. World Health Organization is the right answer. There is nothing to discuss about it. Let's move to the next question. No, this is not World Bank. This is World Health Organization, Universal Health Coverage Index. Which of the following is not financial inclusion scheme? Hriday. Hriday is not a financial inclusion scheme. What is Hriday? Hriday is Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana. So this is the full form of Hriday. This is not a financial inclusion scheme. What is financial inclusion? Financial inclusion is to include every strata of the society, every person of the society. Let us say they are rich, let us say they are poor, regardless their economic criteria, regardless their physical geographical criteria, regardless demographic criteria, regardless of every other criteria. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ all segments of the society को गोटे institutionalized financial process ରେ ଆଣିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ, that is a process of financial inclusion, and this Hriday is related to heritage city development and it is not related to financial inclusion. Other three are related to financial inclusion. So D will be the right answer. Let's move to our next question. The first Sustainable Development Goal aims to eradicate extreme poverty. How does the UN currently measure extreme poverty? It our OPSC 2020 ro question thila. If you remember this was under very much doubt karan 1.25 jar /0.25 ଦେଇଥିଲେ OPSC ରେ. So there the doubt was 1.25 jar ଏମିତି ଥିଲା question. So this is the correct answer. People who live on less than 1.25 a day. This is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. This is how the UN currently measure the extreme poverty. So let's move to the next question. Consider the following statements. The effect of devaluation of a currency. Necessarily कौन करे? Devaluation of currency necessarily. Mark the word necessarily. Devaluation कौन? Let us say $1 is equal to 80 rupees. Current situation रे अच्छी. Devaluation is the devaluation is the deliberated effect. Government deliberately exchange rate को tempering करके money को जतबेले weak करूची, that is called devaluation. The value of money decreases in devaluation. So after devaluation, $1 will become 100 rupees. So it 20 rupees ro devaluation hela. So let us see devaluation case re ko statement necessarily true up. It is asking necessarily true. Let's see the second statement. Increase the foreign value of domestic currency. Nah, it will decrease the foreign value of domestic currency. Karan before devaluation ama pakre thila $1 equal to 80 rupees. After devaluation ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି $1 equal to 100 rupees. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ money ର value କମାଉଛୁ ମାନେ ଯଦି $1 equal to 80 $1 equal to 100 rupees ହେଲା, in that case the value of money decreases. ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ value of money decrease ହଉଛି ତ ଏମିତି question ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସୁଛି, you should try to lead this question rather than attempting this type of questions. You should try to lead this question ଯୋଉଟା କି exact ତମକୁ factual data ମନେ ନାହିଁ, then try to leave that question. ସେଇ question ରେ mind use କରିବା ଅପେକ୍ଷା you can solve another question. The question is according to Economic Survey 2023 about services, which statement among the following is not correct? The first option is the question is visible, right? Okay. According to the Economic Survey 2023 about services, which statement among the following is not correct? This is very factual question, and you should try to leave this question as such. And here will A is the correct answer. You have to read the Economic Survey to answer these types of questions. So for that matter, we will keep it as a different question. We have to read about it specifically. Sure, nothing. Don't attempt these types of question. In this case, A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Promotion and development of micro small enterprises by supporting them in marketing products, produced and services rendered by them. This comes under which policy of Government of India? This is the PDS policy, Public Procurement System. Under PDS, we have public procurement, and promotion and development of MSME enterprises is under the public procurement with preference to Make in India policy. B is the correct answer. We have nothing to understand here. This is also a factual question. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is true about Hindu growth rate in India? Hindu growth rate is related to economic phenomena. It is an economic phenomena which was witnessed in the time of 1950 to 1980. जो time रे ଆମର growth rate of India, that is GDP of India, was constant around 4%. For 3 decades, the growth rate of India was constant at 4%. And this constant rate of growth, constant 4% rate of growth को Hindu growth rate kuha jaye. This is the economic term. The answer is exposes the low growth occurrence of the Indian economy during 1950 to 1980. This is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following statements about Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, that is Amrut, which of the following statements about Amrut is not correct? Amrut is a flagship mission of Government of India. Yes, it is a flagship mission of Government of India. It was launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Yes, it was launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. That is MOA. It addresses the challenges of water supply in cities across the country. Yes, water supply को Amrut address करे. It was launched on 25th June 2015 in 500 cities in the country. This statement is also correct, but test rate हमको provide करा जाइଥିଲା कि ए 500 को we corrected this to 100. So test rate option thila, it was launched on 25th June in 100 cities across the country. So this statement will be incorrect. It was launched on 25th June. 500 is the correct answer. So यार answer D होगा. Test we had two option correct. जहाँ भी B अच्छी, जहाँ भी D अच्छी. That two would be correct answer. Our test रे हमारो दिया था. It was launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti. So we had different. We skewed the question a bit. Ministry of Jal Shakti दिया था. That is not correct. And 500 जगह 100 cities दिया था. That is not correct. तो जहाँ भी B किंबा D अच्छी. That is the correct answer for this question. The formulation and success of plan require which of the following? A plan is conducted. The erstwhile planning commission was given the task to formulate a plan. तो गोटे plan को success हवा ପାଇଁ कौन कौन जिनसो दरकार? Planning commission, statistical data, objectives. Yes, it was necessary. Target fixation, priorities, mobilization of resource. Yes, it was necessary. Incorrupt, efficient administration. This is very much important for a plan to succeed because corruption and inefficient administration will destroy the plan. Proper development policy is very much necessary. Economy in administration, education, this is also very much necessary. So the answer will be A, B, C, D. All will be our exactly correct answer. Let's move to the next question. With reference to the International Monetary and Financial Corporation, IMFC, consider the following statement. This is also a factual question. This was in current affairs. You can read about IMFC from Drishti IS. You will get the IMFC UPSC. You can search IMFC UPSC and you will get the reference from Drishti IS. The answer will be 1, 2. Both are correct. We will speed up a bit. Both time already. So we'll try to finish it. Answer will be C. Both 1 and 2 for this question will be correct. With reference to India, Didwana, Kuchaman, Sargol and Khatu are the names of Isabu Kono. These are saline lakes. Didwana is situated in Rajasthan. Kuchman is situated in Nagaur district of Rajasthan. Almost Khatu is in Rajasthan. These are the lakes, saline lakes from Rajasthan. Jate Nagaur district of Rajasthan question rachi. When we have the Nagaur district of Rajasthan in question, how would a छोटा जिनसा Nagaur district are related है कि अच्छी? That is the first Panchayati Raj device was started in the Nagaur district of Rajasthan. So for that matter, D, saline lakes is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Consider the following rivers. Which of the above rise from the Eastern Ghats? We have Western Ghats this side, we have Eastern Ghats this side. Odisha is also a part of Eastern Ghats. Odisha we have Mahendragiri as a part of Eastern Ghats. So let's see the answer. Eastern Ghats Kuku river Bhari achi. Is it Brahmani? No, Brahmani is not from Eastern Ghat. It is Nagavali. Yes, Nagavali will be there. Subarnarekha. No, Subarnarekha will not be in the answer. Our answer will Bansadhara and Nagavali 2 and 4. So B 2 and 4. This will be our correct answer. Let's move to our next question with reference to pulse production in India. This is a very interesting question with reference to pulse production in India. Consider the following statements. Black gram can be cultivated both kharif and rabi crop. Let us see ଆମେ କିଛି ଜାଣିନୁ crop ଉପରେ ଏଇ question କୁ କେମିତି attend କରିବା. We will see it now. ଏଠି ଗଲା let us say black gram can be cultivated as both kharif and rabi crops. Let us say ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ଏଇଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ଭୁଲ ଅଛି. ମୁଁ next statement ପଢିଛି. Green gram alone accounts for nearly half of pulse production of India. Normally ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ କି ଯେତିକି ବି pulse production ହଉଛି ସେଥିରେ ଡାଲିର ସେୟାର ବହୁତ ଅଧିକା ଥାଏ and normal ଡାଲି ଯୋଉଟା ୟୁଜ କରିଥାଉ that is not green gram that has the majority of production ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ normal common sense ୟୁଜ କରିକି କରିପାରିବା. ଏଠି statement ରେ ଦେଲା କି green gram alone accounts for nearly half of the pulse production and ଏଇ statement prima facie ମତେ ଭୁଲ ଲାଗୁଛି. ତ I will eliminate this statement. तो जदि ମୁଁ 2 एलिमिनेट କରିଦେଲି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟିଏ statement ରହିଲା. I don't have to read about the statement 3. I don't need to read statement 1. So I am left with one statement and this is the correct answer, which is 1 only. Let's move to our next question. With reference to mineral resources in India, consider the following pairs: copper, Jharkhand, nickel, Odisha. 90% natural resources कोठी अछि. 90% natural reserve कोठी अछि. Question is asking for that. Tungsten, Kerala. So copper, maximum copper producing state is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh accounts for more than 54% of copper production. Nickel, yes, this is Odisha. Odisha रो किए କହିପାରିବେ निकेल कोठी सबुठु अधिका प्रोड्यूस हुए. We have two districts, गोटे ହେଲା मयूरभंज and another district is Cuttack. These two districts accounts for more than 90% of copper production in Odisha. Next, tungsten. Rajasthan is the top producer of tungsten in India and it produces almost, it has the reserve of almost 84% of tungsten in India. So in that case, nickel, Odisha, this statement is correct. Correct answer will be B2 only. Let's move to our next question. Which of the following is not correctly matched? This is here we have ocean currents. Next Sunday, ଆମେ ocean current ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ detailed video analysis କରିବା. We'll have an open discussion on various topics and ସେଇ topics ଭିତରେ ocean current ମଧ୍ୟ ରହିବ and we'll have a detailed analysis. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏଇ question ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା Benguela current, South Atlantic, this is correct. Benguela current ଯେତେବେଳେ you are going Africa continent ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଖୁଛ ଆଫ୍ରିକାର ୱେଷ୍ଟ ସାଇଡ୍ ରେ କୋଲ୍ଡ କରେଣ୍ଟ ରହିବ, ବେଙ୍ଗୁଲା ରହିବ ଏବଂ ଇଷ୍ଟ ସାଇଡ୍ ରେ warm current ରହିବ, that is Agulhas current. So this is correct. Irminjar current, North Pacific. No, this is not. This is in not in North Pacific. This is in North Atlantic. Somewhere near Iceland and Greenland. Iceland और Greenland रो मझिरे. Somewhere between Iceland and Greenland, we will have our Irmingar current. Next is Peru current. Peru current, Peru coast रे South Pacific Ocean रे western coast of South America, we can have the Peru current. This is correctly matched. Mozambique current, Madagascar, Indian Ocean, warm current. This is also correct. So our answer is B. That is Irmingar current, North Pacific. This is not correct. And question is asking about not correct. So answer will be B. And we will have a discussion about ocean currents very detailed way. So please ensure to join our discussion next Sunday. जोटी हमें ocean current विषय रे बहुत डिटेलली डिस्कस करिबा. Which of the following human resources has woolly hairs? This is also a previous year question from UPSC, OPSC, and the answer is negroid. It is very much easy. Let's move to the next question. Winter rainfall received by Mediterranean region is the result of. This is a result of shifting pressure belts. Mediterranean region रे जतबेले pressure belt रो shift होउची as per the movement of the sun. The shifting of the pressure belt makes way for the westerlies to enter into the continents. I'll say westerly जतबेले continent को enter करते, they bring rainfall in the winter season. So that's why A will be the correct answer. We'll discuss about this also in our next discussion class. For now, we'll skip it. That's it. Trenches are found mainly along the coast of Western Pacific. Western Pacific coast रे trenches कहीं देखा जाए हमें जानी थी वर्ल्ड रो सबुठारु डीपेस्ट ट्रेंच कौन डीपेस्ट ट्रेंच इज Mariana Trench, and Mariana Trench is located in the Pacific Ocean. तो कहीं की Pacific Ocean रे deepest एवं longest trench देखा जाए. The answer is the continental slope of the western part of the Pacific Ocean is steep. Continental slope, continental shelf and continental edge. ଏଇଟା ବି ଆମେ ଡିଟେଲରେ ପଢିବା ଯେତେବେଳେ continent ରୁ ocean को transformation होची. In that time we say there is a continental shelf, there is a continental edge, and after that there is a continental slope. Then we can have the abyssal sea. ଏଇଟା ବିଷୟରେ ବି ଆମେ ଡିଟେଲରେ ଦେଖିବା from another discussion session. For now, see, the continental slope is the western part of the Pacific Ocean is steep. This is the correct answer. We will have a detailed discussion on these topics. ଯେମିତି କି El Nino ହେଇଗଲା, pressure belts ହେଇଗଲା, continental shelves ହେଇଗଲା, ଯୋଉଟା hot discussion topic ଅଛି, ଯୋଉଟା hot topics ଅଛି next OPSC prelims ପାଇଁ, ତାର ଆମେ each Sunday open discussion କରିବା starting from next Sunday. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is a correct statement? In Maharashtra, this is a debatable question, and I will provide the answer of this question. This is uh, C, A, and B, or 4A and C. Answer can be from any of these questions, any of these options. I am not very sure about the answer at the moment. In the meantime, you can search about the question a bit, and you can post this question in the Telegram group so that we can have more discussion on this question. Subduction zone kahi ki hobani? No, this is not related to subduction zone. Subduction zone जोठी हमर फॉर्म होची जोठी हम पाखरे destructive plate boundary thibo, right? Subduction zone is formed in, we have two types of plate boundaries, one is constructive plate boundary, one is destructive plate boundary. Subduction zone कोठी form होगा? Subduction zone will form in destructive plate boundary. Our destructive plate boundary is a phenomena of कौन? ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦିଟା plate they will appear each other or they will go away from each other. କୋଉ case ରେ destructive boundary form होगा, କୋଉ case ରେ constructive boundary form होगा? Can anyone can answer? Appear is this always constructive, destructive in case of convergent. Yes, we have two types of convergent, divergent, and transform plates. Okay, convergent case re, yes, destructive. Convergent case re, there will be always destructive boundary, and divergent case re will have constructive boundary. But trench कोठी देखा जाए? Trench constructive boundary देखा जाए कि destructive boundary देखा जाए? Yes, seafloor spreading is constructive, but trench is located in destructive boundaries. Sorry for a moment. Let's finish this thing first. Let's finish this. We will have a discussion on this plate boundary. This is also in our discussion. We'll have discussion about plate boundaries and details about this question. I'm marking this question as important. We'll have a good discussion on this. Now we have to finish 50 questions first. Then I'm having a bad health, so I cannot talk much today. That's why I told you we will have only 50% discussion today. So let's look at the next question. which one of the following pair is not correctly matched? Game out lake diya jaichi, river diya jaichi, Gobind Sagar, Satluj correctly matched, Koleru Lake, Krishna. Yes, for a moment, uh, sir, please upload it. Yes, yes, we will upload it today only. Koleru Lake, Krishna. Agaru amaro kichi technical issues thila, so we could not upload in the YouTube. We have resolved all the issues and we will upload it today. Koleru Lake, Krishna. There is a certain issue here. Yukai Reservoir is in Tapi, this is correct. Ular Lake is in Jhelum, this is correct. Gobind Sagar Lake, this is situated in Himachal Pradesh, which is over Satluj. Koleru Lake is in Andhra Pradesh, which is over KG Delta. We know Krishna Godavari Delta. This is in between KG. This is given KG, but why B is not correct? I will explain you. Yukai Reservoir is in Tapi. This is also called as uh, Ballav Sagar. This is also called it Ballav Sagar. This is situated in Gujarat. The third option is situated in Gujarat. The fourth option is Ular Lake. This is a tectonic lake. You have to remember that. Tectonic lake. Ular Lake is the only tectonic lake in India. Then after that, why B is not correct? B is not correct because all other lakes, baki jaha bhi lake amo pakare achi, all other lakes are formed by these rivers. Satluj Lake, Gobind Sagar, Satluj River, Gobind Sagar Lake form kariଥାଏ. Yukai Reservoir, Tapi River form kariଥାଏ and Ular Lake, Jhelum River form kariଥାଏ. But in case of Koleru Lake, this is Krishna and Godavari River who drains the lake. These two rivers drains the lake. That's why this option is not correct. Answer will be B. Let's move to our next question. Towards the end of summer, there are pre-monsoon showers, which are common phenomena in Kerala coastal areas of Karnataka. Kerala and coastal areas of Karnataka. Locally, they are known as mango showers. Here you, एठी दीटा confusion नहीं पारे blizzard showers और mango showers भितर. So what is mango showers? What are blizzard showers? Blizzard showers are also pre-monsoon rains, जोटा कि mostly April month रे होता है, March, April, May. March, April, and May we have blizzard showers. And Kerala re majorly coffee और tea plantation ପାଇଁ blizzard showers are very much helpful. But when we come to the coast of Karnataka, for that matter, Karnataka हो, Goa हो, Kerala हो, Konkan coast हो, ଏଇ ସବୁ ଏରିଆରେ ପ୍ରି ମନସୁନ ରେଲ୍ କୁ ଆମେ ମ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗୋ ସାୱାର ବୋଲି କହିଥାଉ. ଆଉ what are nor'westers? Nor'westers are generally ଆମେ ଦେଖିଛୁ ବଙ୍ଗାଳ, ଆସାମ, ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଏରିଆରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା, ଯୋଉଟାକୁ ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କାଳ ବୈଶାଖୀ କହିଥାଉ. ତ କାଳ ବୈଶାଖୀ is the example of nor'westers. These are also pre-monsoon. These are not pre-monsoon rain. These are evening thunderstorms. ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାରେ ଘନୀଭୂତ ହେଇକି cumulonimbus cloud will form and then precipitation will occur. This is the features of nor'westers. जोटा काल बैशाखी कहता हूँ. In this case, C is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. With reference to Changpa community in India, which of the following statements are correct? Changpa community mainly live in the state of Uttarakhand. No, they live in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So one is not correct. One is not correct. We have two options, three only, two and three only. The rare Pashmina goats that yield fine wool. Pashmina wool is one of the most expensive wool in the world. If you search for Pashmina shawls, जोटा कि शाल हमें यूज करू, Pashmina shawl जदि search करिबो, they start from somewhere around 82,000 or 1 lakh. एमती तारो प्राइस थाए, जोटा nearly 82,000 1 lakh रू केवल गोटे पश्मीना शॉल रो कॉस्ट स्टार्ट ही थाए. So the first statement is they are from Jammu and Kashmir. Second statement, the rare Pashmina goods that are very fine wool. They are most fine and most expensive wool in India. This statement is correct. They are kept in the category of scheduled tribes. This statement is also correct. We have our answer B, 2 and 3 only. This is the correct answer. Yes, Kashmir. Yes, Kashmir is the correct. So here it is given B. No, this is not B. This is Okay, here we have B. B rahi hamara 2 and 3 achi. Yes, 2 and 3 is our correct answer. Let's move to the next question. In which of the following places the Sompen tribe was recently in news, and they are from Nicobar Islands? The answer is B, Nicobar Islands. This is very factual. We'll move to the next question. Tamil Nadu is the leading producer of mill-made cotton yarn in the country. What could be the reason? Black cotton soil is the predominant type of soil in the state. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ predominant type ଖୋଜୁ, in case of Tamil Nadu, black cotton is not the predominant type of soil, but this is red loam and laterite. These are the predominant soils in Tamil Nadu. So this statement is not correct. Option 2 is correct. Our answer will be 2 only B. Let's move to our next question. Uh, can you see question number 45 now? Is this screen visible? Okay, let's move to our next question. In which of the following demographic transition stages intensive subsistence agriculture is prevalent? এটা ଆମେ ଦେଖିଛେ, it is also a previous year question from OPSC, and ୟା ଉପରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ବହୁତ debate ଥିଲା ପିଲାଙ୍କର କୋଉଟା exact ଠିକ answer ହବ. The exact answer is stage 2. This is the correct answer. Stage 2 will be the correct answer. I will discuss about the demographic transition and the phases of demographic transition from starting from high birth rate and high death rate to low birth rate, low death rate ku kemti ki various phases re, 4 types of phases re ame transition karitau. We'll discuss it someday else. For now, B is the correct answer. That is stage. Let's move to the next question. Steel slab can be the material for which of the following? Construction of base road, improvement of agriculture soil, production of cement. All are correct. D 1, 2, 3, all correct will be our correct answer. Let's move to question number 47. With reference to Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, IRNSS, consider the following statements. IRNSS has 3 satellites in geostationary and 4 satellites in geosynchronous orbit. So total IRNS 7 satellite form करता है. But there is a upgradation and there is a update on IRNSS. ଏବେ ଯଦି ଆମକୁ question ଆସେ କି IRNSS constitutes of 8 satellites. 8 satellites at the present situation. এই question ଯେବେ form ହେଇଥିଲା ତାପରେ at the recent times IRNSS constitutes of 8 satellites. So please remember that for now it is of 8 satellites, 4 in geostationary and 4 in geosynchronous orbits. But a question ଯେତେବେଳେ UPSC ରେ ଆସିଥିଲା in that time it was 7 satellites. It's a constellation of 7 satellites and 3 satellites in geostationary orbit, 4 satellites in geosynchronous orbit. This statement is absolutely correct. IRNS covers the entire India and about 500. No, this is not correct. The range of IRNS is somewhere between 1500 square kilometers. So it can cover a distance of 1500 square kilometers and not 5500 square kilometers. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି UPSC question attempt କରୁଛ, please be very mindful about data. जो जगह भी data आସୁଛି ଟିକେ mindfully ଭାବିକି question attempt କରିବାକୁ try କର. So ଯଦି ଆମେ 2 eliminate କରିଦେବା, in case ଏଇ question ର answer 1 ହଉଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା post this 8 satellite was introduced, for the moment statement ପାଇଁ answer ନେଇକି ଚାଲିବା, but recent time ରେ ଯଦି ଏଇ ଭଳିଆ question କୋଉଠି ବି ପାଉଛ exam ରେ, the answer will be none. A question answer wrong. Karan 7 9, this is now 8 satellites. Let's move to the next question. With reference to communication technologies, what are the difference between LTE and VoLTE? I guess everyone know about LTE and VoLTE. I don't have to do you need an explanation for LTE? Let's say LTE is LTE VoLTE both are under 4G. We know that VoLTE is voice over LTE. This is called voice over LTE. The type of 4G SIM we use and the type of network communication we have for calls, we use it, call it VoLTE. The LT is commonly marked as 3G. No, LT is not marked as 3G. VoLTE is commonly marked as advanced 3G. No, these two, both LTE and VoLTE are in the spectrum of 4G. I 3G spectrum nuhanti. So we can eliminate option 1. LTE is data only technology and VoLTE is voice only technology. This is also not correct. Normally mobile use କରୁଛ, in that case you use VoLTE for call and 4G. ତମେ both call କରିବା ସହ net କୁ ବି access କରିପାରୁଛ, and that's what VoLTE is. It is both voice plus data. You can use voice and data together with VoLTE. So this statement is also incorrect. Our answer is your D, neither nor will be the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. The main component biogas is methane. Yes, C is the correct answer. 50. Daily consumption of argan oil. Health. This is a question from OPSC, and it helps to prevent various cancers, cardiovascular disease, obesity. All of the above will be our correct answer. So we are done for today. Tomorrow we will have question number 51 to question number 100 discussed. ଆଜି କାହାର କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ଏବଂ what about the third statement? Who questioned the third statement? India will have its own satellite navigation system with full global coverage. Full global coverage. See, there is no structured timeline about full global coverage. ଏବେ ଯାଏ କୌଣସି structured timeline ଆସିନି. The full global coverage କରିବା ପାଇଁ it will take a very much amount of time. And IRNS was launched the time this question was asked in UPSC. A question 2019 UPSC ରେ ଆସିଲା, but at that time it is under development, and this is prorogation. Prorogation re there should not be any doubt with prorogation. Let's see more. I will tell clearly about prorogation. So what is prorogation? We have normally 3 sessions in parliament, and the maximum gap between the 3 sessions can be 6 months. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମ ପାଖରେ 3ଟା ସେସନ ଥାଏ, ଗୋଟେ ସମର ସେସନ, ଗୋଟେ ୱିଣ୍ଟର ସେସନ, ଗୋଟେ budget session, and the smallest session in parliament is the winter session. Please remember that winter session is the smallest session in parliament. And ଗୋଟେ session କୁ terminate କରିକି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ session जो start ହଉଛି ତା ଭିତରେ जो time ରହୁଛି, we call it recess. ତାକୁ ଆମେ recess କହିଥାଉ। ଏବଂ ଏଇ जो session 1 କୁ ଆମେ terminate କରୁଛୁ, terminating an existing session without dissolving the assembly, without dissolving the house. तो हाउस को डिसॉल्व न करिकी नॉर्मली गोटे सेशन को टर्मिनेट करबा को हमें प्रोरोगेशन कहथाउ। आउ प्रोरोगेशन केस रे कोसी बिल लैप्स करे ना, बिल डजंट लैप्स इन प्रोरोगेशन, रेदर केवल नोटिस जा थिबो पार्लियामेंट रे, जा हाउस रे नोटिस थिबो, दैट विल लैप्स इन केस ऑफ प्रोरोगेशन, किंतु दोस बिल्स विल लैप्स इन केस ऑफ ए डिसोल्यूशन. दैट इज द ओनली डिफरेंस. So, any more doubts? Yes, prorogation is by the president. It's not by the speaker. Speaker can adjourn the session. Speaker can adjourn signed a session, but speaker cannot pay session. The session is prorogued by the president on the advice of cabinet or the, for that matter, council of ministers. Argan oil is the oil produced from a argan tree. There is a tree called ARGAN, argan tree. So this is mostly endemic in case of Algeria, Morocco, ଏଇଭଳିଆ if the weather phenomena jodi achi, then in that case you can get the aragon tree, and there you get a oil say tree ru extract kara hai jota ki aragon oil kaha jay. That is very much helpful for all these things: vascular disease, cardiovascular disease, obesity, all of the above. D will be the right answer. We'll upload it. Thank you everyone for your participation. The more you participate, the more you take initiatives in the Telegram channel, in the YouTube, or for that matter in the open test, we will be very much motivated. ଯେତେ ଅଧିକା ତମେ participate କରିବ ସେତେ ଅଧିକା we can provide you free knowledge, free test series, and free discussion classes. Creating a test and executing a test and executing discussion classes is not that easy. That's why we want your participation. The more and more you participate, the more and more we provide you affordable education. So that's it. Thank you everyone. We will meet tomorrow another discussion, and we will complete from question number 51 to question number 100 tomorrow. And discussion session will be uploaded to YouTube today. That's it.
Finally, we have completed our part 1 of the OPSC free open mock 3, and I would request every one of you to please like, comment and share, and definitely you can subscribe to our Telegram channel and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. The more you participate, the more you motivate us to provide you affordable and free education. So everyone participate, samaste participate karantu. Telegram group रे भी जो क्विज होची, please participate in those quiz. That will help you to boost your marks. Please participate in our open mock test. Open mock test design करिवाटा एते easy नुह एवं and we provide you a good environment to evaluate yourself and to compete with others. So please participate करंतु, like करंतु, share करंतु, and comment your doubts, comment your comment the topics you want to learn about, and we will make videos on that. So that's it for today. Good night. Jai Jagannath.